Okay. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So, today, I'm not really feeling that well, guys, but I'm still gonna try to push this video in. I'm probably gonna sound like shit. Hopefully this video doesn't get monetized. But, so I'm back. Um, it's, God, man, first video of 2021. It's so weird to say that because we're literally 1 week in the year. Um, I don't know. I just haven't. I didn't after my happy 2021 video. After that, I didn't really feel motivated to do YouTube. But you know what? Today I'm back, and I'm actually gonna be talking about something that could potentially happen in tonight. Actually, tonight. So today is indeed. I believe it's. Hold up. What day is it? Wait a minute. What day is it? It's. No, no, not the time. What day is it? Today is okay. It's January 11th. So, today we're basically just gonna be speculating, guys. What could be coming tonight? Because Ryuden, he did post that we should expect some news tonight. I mean, obviously, Super Saiyan God Vegeta just came out, but we could still get something. And he asked us say they were to announce a Zenkai, but it's for a tag that needs it. Who would you want it to be and why? Um, so let's scroll down here. I actually replied, and I did say I want Mai to Zenkai. Um, I was initially gonna make a video on her, but I think just putting out two videos at once is pretty hard. So I think I'll hold on to that. But I did say my one of the reasons why, just to make the story shorter, one of the reasons why I really want Mai to Zenkai is because my she's actually a pretty good viable future bench in case you want to have her in the team. I'm not saying she's the best; you can still remove her, but if you want to have her on bench, she's a pretty good option. And especially if she were to get a Zenkai, that would be amazing. But then I also did say this Gohan. Now, this Gohan, I mean, if after Zenkai, if this guy gets like even more death buffs, this guy is by far, doesn't matter if Gohan, he's one of the best units in the game because if his buffs become way better, his buffs are already good enough. People, you still see people use him, plainly because of his buffs. His damage isn't really that good. Maybe, I mean, if you have him at 14 star, he's actually pretty good. But in terms of damage, he's really not that good. But the buffs, man, the buffs are what keeps him up there. So if this guy got a Zenkai, that would obviously break the game. But yeah, I really want Mai to Zenkai. So I did mention Mai and Future Trunks there. Or sorry, Future Gohan. Sorry if I mentioned Future Trunks. Um but then my man, or I don't know if it's a male, if it's a female. So Slurzy, he said, I'm feeling a GT Zenkai, but if anything, a new movies character, or two. And then I replied with, I agree. Do you think it's time? And I'm referring to Purple Broly, obviously. So, sorry. Let's go to this Broly. And today we're just gonna be theorizing what they could do to this Broly. Um, and yep. So I hope this is the very first video where I actually predict something. So, bear with me, guys. Here. So, here we go. Broly. I still remember when this guy came out. When Broly came out, he was the best unit in history, in the game. He was the best unit in the game. His strike was amazing. His blast was amazing. I believe he was one of, if not the very first blast armor unit. So that just made him broken. That automatically just made him like hella broken. So when this guy came out, he did indeed break the game, making him obviously the best unit in the game. He was insane. And even now, if you have this man at the ideal kind of spot to have him would be red 2, but in this case, if you have him at 7 stars, ready to Zenkai, then these are his stats. Power 8.85. His health is 24.13. Not that bad. Strike is 2.1. Could get a little bit of a boost. His strike defense is pretty good, but his blast defense is the best, in my opinion. So these are his stats. He's a pretty good health unit. I will say. Obviously, you can see there. Pretty good strike. However, the thing with this Broly is his strike is, for some reason. I mean, I believe he's the only Broly in the game. Um, Maybe besides Green Zenkai Broly, um, that actually have blast stronger than their strike. That's kind of awkward because Broly. I mean, if you think about Broly, I mean, I'm talking about strikes like physical attacks, but no, this Broly is good at blast attack, which is kind of weird. But yeah. So his blast is a little bit, just a smidge better than his strike. So he's pretty much like a blast unit, which is funny because I believe he is a melee unit. I don't know if it tells me here, but I'm pretty sure he is a melee unit. Yeah, I don't know, but so yep, I guess I have to put that out there. So main ability, uncontrollable anger, transforms into full power and restores your own health by 20%. That is by itself pretty good. That's what most units nowadays have. Some have 30%, but that's like only units that are either based around health or obviously our LFs. So maybe Legends could go ahead and make that a 30, but I think 20 is pretty good actually for a Zenkai. And then 15 timer counts must elapse. That's pretty much the same. Unique ability. Alright, so unique ability, Destruction's Aim, nullifies own unfavorable elements. So obviously green units, factors for 10. Or sorry, did I say green? Sorry, I meant yellow. So nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts. So he becomes pretty much neutral against yellows in terms of damage, in terms of defense. Or sorry, I think it's only in terms of damage for 10 timer counts, which is pretty good. However, I would like to see that get bumped to a 15 and maybe 25, or sorry, 20. But that's probably going to be 15, which would be better. And then 10 timer counts every time this character enters the battlefield. Pretty good. The following effects occur according to the number of timer counts elapsed with current character up by 2 levels. 5 counts increases Heart's draw speed by 1 level, and then 15 counts increases it by 2 levels. That is pretty good. Maybe like an extra 15%. So, I mean, this Broly, like Zenkai Broly, could be literally VB. Like, he could be VB, which if he was, then first of all, VB would get hella nerfed, and then movies would just be insane. Movies would be insane. And by the way, in terms of purple characters, I can't really check right now, but in terms of purple characters, movies, I mean, you got BoJack, you got the Cooler, you also have the Super Saiyan Vegeta. Cooler, you need to have him at maybe Red 6 or Red 2 even. I mean, for him to be kind of good, and then BoJack is okay, maybe like Red 2 or something in terms of damage, which is pretty fine actually. He's one of the most annoying units in this game, still to this day. And then, what's the other one that I was talking about? Oh yeah, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Super Saiyan Vegeta, the one that came out with the Metal Cooler. He is very defensive. One of the most defensive units in the game, actually. However, I don't know, you need to have him at a very high star level for him to actually like do damage, because he's mainly focused on defense. It's not his fault. It's just the way he's built. So you probably have to have him at a pretty high star level. That's why that Vegeta. That's what keeps him from being amazing. So yeah, that's the only thing about them. Um, But yeah, that's that. Clash of Powers. The following effects occur according to the amount of damage taken in proportion to all max health after enemy attack is over. 5% to 35% damage inflicted, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. 35 or more, plus 40% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. That is amazing. Um, I can't really see a way they could even touch that, because basically what Zenkai does, um, in case you don't know, what Zenkai does is literally just take the unit's kit, but like multiply the kit by like 2 times. Just make it instantly better. I cannot see how they can make this better. I can't, because it's like 40. Dude, think about that. 40% damage inflicted, and especially if you have them at Z7, that shit is going to be hitting hard. If they buff this to 50%, Toshi lost his head. Sorry, his mind. Toshi lost his mind. Um, I mean, they can do it. This game is already broken enough. Um, okay, so deals Planet Destroyer, or sorry, Planet Crusher. Deals massive explode damage and randomly destroys a random 2 arts card from your opponent. So basically, the blue card makes your opponent drop 2 of his cards. That is good. That is good. Let me tell you what. If they make that drop all of his cards, that is oppressive as fuck. So maybe they can do that for him. And then Energy Rampage. This green card essentially is kind of like Green Future Gohan's green card or Namek Goku's green card. Basically, just yeets your opponent's unit on battlefield, and then brings in his next one. Not that special. However, 20% to blast damage inflicted for 20 time counts upon activation. So you don't even need to land it. Maybe if that could be, dude, if that could be a 30%, that would be amazing. That would make his blast insane. And then reduces enemy key by 50% and inflicts force switching on hit. We know that. And then blast armor. This green card is pretty good. So yeah, guys, that green card, Broly's green card is actually pretty good. And if this got a Zenkai, dude, okay, hold up. Let me just go to the top here. Let me just show you this guy. If this guy got a Zenkai, and that's not even it. That's just his base stats, man. Those are his base stats. Awakened Battle Thirst. Draws ultimate arts card. Angry Force. 20% of damage inflicted upon 10 timer counts. Upon 10 timer counts. Make that 15%. That is broken. So yeah, and then this is all basically the same. Yep, this is basically all the same. And then this is his ultimate right here. So deals massive impact damage, 30% to key recovery, uh, for 30 timer counts, 20% chance to inflict faint on hit. That is pretty good. And then blast armor. They could do a lot with his ultimate. Dude, I mean, wow. This guy, Broly, Purple Broly, best unit in the game about maybe like 2 years ago now. When he came out, he was insane. And I can only imagine what they will do with him. Legends, please don't fuck this guy up. Please don't fuck this guy up. He is way too good to get fucked up. Anyways, guys, that was it. This guy is, if he gets a Zenkai, be on the lookout for tonight if they announce anything. Otherwise, I'll look like a stupid idiot making a video at fucking, what is it? Almost 11 or 10 or 9. I don't know. Thank you guys for joining me on this one. Have a nice one, and peace.